Oh, the car's not the car, but the game thing. It's not like. How do I switch this up? Hey. This. I'm gonna have to change up the settings again. It's not. I have to fumble around with the settings in order for this to work. This okay, so this is gonna look stupid for a second. 16 by 80. I gotta note that down. No, 1680 by 1050. I don't know. Okay, I have to shorten. Maybe if I shorten it and have it. What did I do earlier? Maybe it was. This isn't ideal, but let's try that. What did I do then? It was. For some reason, I can't get it out of. Okay, if I shrink it down to. This might look stupid, but I'm gonna shrink it down. How was that today? And it was so fun. Oh yeah, I remembered. I remember. You showed the. You posted the. Posted on Discord. Shows NR73. Oh jeez, come on. That's not the. Nope. This thing's fumbling. What do I do? Is it? Wait. Uh-oh. Uh. Okay. I forgot what we did last time. Best race I've ever been to. Oh, you've been to more. I'm trying to remember. So you've been to more races. Or other races. If I turn off full screen. I'm trying to remember what it was I did. Okay. I turn off full screen. Let's see if it works. Been to a lot of Kansas races. Oh, nice. Nice. I wish I cared. One thing I have to mention, I wish I cared about the Xfinity series, or at the time Nationwide series. I wish I cared enough about the series at the time to want to go to one of those, because the Nationwide series was going to Circuit Gilles Villeneuve back in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. But I wasn't watching it. I saw a bit of it on TV, but I was basically just watching the Cup Series, and I barely did. I watched the Cup Series sporadically. Like I wasn't watching NASCAR on TV till like 2012. The first NASCAR season I watched in full was 2014. But I knew plenty of the drivers and stuff prior to watching the 2014 season. I just hadn't watched the races. And I am struggling to figure out what it was I did last time. Okay, maybe it's that. The mouse gets restricted. Is there a way to exit the... I wonder if I could get the mouse out of the game. Because that's my issue. Maybe it's... 4 and 24... Wow. Yeah, in 2014, like a lot of people love the 2014 season. Looking back, like a lot of people will consider it the best season of the Gen 6 car. Which it was a fun season, pretty fun season. And it was fairly, was it even? Oh, it wasn't really that even. I forget if there was really much parity. I'm still trying to figure out what I did last time. For some reason. Okay. Maybe, okay. Let's see if I could. I'm struggling for a moment because the capture thing it's odd. Alright, let's see if it works. This thing ain't working. Actually, I'll show my OB. Maybe should I just switch up how I do this? Okay, I'll switch up. Maybe if I put it to okay, let's see if it works. It is not full screen. It's not gonna work. Okay, let me try again. So yeah, not much to say about this stream. Just want to chat around, talk about stuff. I might as well just talk about how I feel about the race since I'm waiting to fix this thing. Man, that race was. Good lord, I only saw the second half. I don't think actually, no, Church didn't get in the way this time. Because I think I missed the New Hampshire race because Church was longer than usual. So, by the time I was home, it was, 5 o'clock? I think, or 5:30-ish. I missed the whole race. Yeah, I missed the entire New Hampshire race. Which, yeah, it is what it is, but at the end of the day, New Hampshire races, I'm never psyched for New Hampshire races anyway. So, so even though I think did a lot happen in New Hampshire? I'm trying to remember. I don't know, if a lot did happen in New Hampshire, I probably wasn't upset about it. Probably wasn't that upset about it. It still doesn't. I'm trying to remember what I did. Okay, no, it works. Okay, it works. Okay, I gotta remember that setting for next time. I shortened the aspect. Yeah, I shortened the aspect ratio for the sake of the stream because it just wants to. I don't know. Alright, so. Yeah, about the race. So, I'm never that excited for New Hampshire races, but I think from the highlights I saw, it was actually still pretty cool. What else? It was, oh boy, Kansas, I gotta think about this, got that back. So, I checked out the ARCA highlights, I think 10 minutes after the race was over, because I was curious. By the way, I was gonna make a video about ARCA, and what I expected of the final 3 races, and I was gonna do some, editing and stuff and everything, but it's a lot, and I felt like by the time I'd be finished with that video, the season would be over, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna go through whatever. Back to school bash? Actually, let me try that. I don't know what it looks like. Racing. Let me see what the racing one looks like. This is fun to watch whenever whoever uploads the back to school bash. I forgot who owns the rights to that event. But this is an event that happens every year at the Charlotte Dirt Track. Always in August. I just had to mention that. Let's pick a truck that would have been there. Let's say Jurassic Attack. Which one's Tim? Tim Hall? You know what? I'll just Tim Hall. Why not? Dude's fast. Son of Tim Hall of Hall Brothers Racing, the team that's backed by Ram themselves, the Raminator. All right. I cannot hear anything. Hopefully it's not too loud because depending on the truck, I've noticed this, but depending on the truck, the audio, some trucks are way louder than others. So let's see how it goes. Camper. Wow, that's an interesting camper. Oh, okay, I can phase through it. So yeah, not New Hampshire. So the Kansas ARCA race seemed pretty cool looking at highlights. Though, Brendan Queen at this point is just Brandon Queen won this title Jesse Love style. Like Jesse Love 2023 style. But, you know, everyone loves Butterbean Queen. So, not really much of a complaint. Because at the end of the day, it's like, when it comes to like a full points format, which a lot of people seem to want for the Cup Series, like, you know, they're not all going to be exciting. Some guys will walk away with it. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah. Like, even, like, and that's the thing, too. I don't know what it is about, just thinking about that right quick. Butterbean Queen, or seeing Butterbean Queen just walk away with the title, it's like, oh, nice slap, really. Oh, jeez. Seeing Butterbean Queen walk away with the title is actually, it's pretty cool, especially since, like, you know, like, the how do I put this? The full points format, yeah. That's the thing, I don't know. I would have liked to see a points battle. I'm a bit disappointed, mainly because, oh, jeez. I'm going to try and flip it back up. I'm a bit disappointed because I thought Lawless Allen and LeVar Scott could try and get back into it, but at the end of the day, LeVar Scott, I don't think he has it. I mentioned this in a Event Station, and this was going to be an Event Station episode. I was going to talk about Arca and how I thought it was going to end. I just didn't go through with it. But I'll mention it here. I said in that video, I thought LeVar Scott should stick around in Arca once again. But at this point, I'm not sure that's a good idea. That's going to hold him back. Because LeVar Scott's been in Arca for 3 years now. 3 years, just about. And it's like, even though he hasn't won a race, and he basically, oh boy, I think he scraped the wall in the Kansas race too, so it's not going well for LeVar. He's kind of been falling off lately. As for Lawless Allen, I don't know what happened. He just disappeared, and he was like third in points. I need to look it up, because I tried to look up why he wasn't at Bristol. Like, I don't even think the 20 car was at Bristol. Like, I don't know. I have to look it up, because Lawless Allen, like, I don't know what it is. Like, these guys going over Arca, driving for Venturini, they're actually looking competent. I don't know what it is. Like, even Chris Wright, you know? A lot of people have a lot to say about Chris Wright. I know you do. Like, you guys. But, like, Chris Wright was actually pretty good. I mean, you know, you should expect that, because it's Venturini Motorsports, but still. Yeah, Chris Wright was fine in ARCA in 2024. I still have my gripes with him, because that ARCA Talladega race in 2024, where like Jake Finch led every single lap and Chris Wright finished runner-up, it looked like the most team order thing imaginable on the final lap. I don't know, you'd have to find a finish. Chris Wright and good in the same sentence is crazy. Yeah, I know, but like, honestly, like, just looking at it, even though there are only like 5 or 6 guys, or there are only like, I think in 2024 there were only 7 guys running full time in ARCA, and only 4 of them really had a shot at a win. Okay. And that's just talking about the full time guys. Because who was full time last year? It was Andres Perez, his teammate LeVar Scott. Who else? It was, yeah, Chris Wright, Tony Bringer, Amber Balkin, which for some reason I forgot that she ran full time in 2024. Which, by the way, if you need more proof that Amber Balkin's terrible, that's another. Hey. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you need more proof that Amber Balkin is terrible, I mean, she squandered Venturini equipment, so that's one. Tony Bringer was fine in ARCA last year, just wasn't lighting the world on fire. By the way, oh shoot, where's Tony Bringer in the standings right now for trucks? I need to know. I haven't checked. Oh lord, you know what? I might as well get into it now. That you probably know how I feel about this. That Kansas finish. That Kansas finish, I was angry. She's last? Like amongst okay, you probably mean amongst the full-time drivers. Oh my gosh. So she's last amongst the full-time drivers, right? I think that's what a full-time. Oh my gosh. Okay, bear in mind, I gotta mention this right quick. For anyone who thinks Dean Thompson's terrible, Tony replaced him. I remember because Dean Thompson drove the 5. Tony Bringer's driving the 5. So for any Dean Thompson haters out there, remember that Tony replaced him. Tony replaced him. And I think he finished better in standings amongst full-time guys. Like Cody Ware. Well, I mean, I guess, but the thing is, no one expects anything of Cody. Everyone kind of expects Cody to be, exactly where he has been. Tony Bringer, you think this would be a step up, even if this is her first full-time year in trucks. Like she had been running part-time in trucks. Like should be fairly familiar with it. Especially since it's the same team as when she ran part-time. Just as a different number. So it's just baffling that she had such a rough season. And it's worse than Hailie Deegan. So it's worse than Hailie. Then again, Hailie Deegan has had I don't know. There's just racing in her family. Which I heard Hailie is done with Indie NXT. I could be wrong on that. So this is the racing format. Oh, Lord. Okay, let me see what it looks like. There's an over and under. I just don't know where the track starts. I think it starts... I'm going to scope around. I actually don't know where this track starts. I need to watch I gotta watch the YouTube video. Maybe later. I don't know. I'll just go on what I think is the track. This looks like track layout. They'd go here. I messed up. That Kansas race, that ending ticks me. Wait. Oh, yeah, this is the race. Okay, this is the part where they race on. I forgot they slowed down for it. But yeah, anyway, that Kansas finish ticks me off because... Mainly on Denny's end. Because, oh my gosh, I don't know, like, Bubba did what he did. And it was basically like... It felt like Indy all over again, except like, this was more bizarre than what happened at Indy. She's done fine in Indy NXT. Okay, that's good to know, because I never watched Indy NXT. The only time I have was back when it was called Indy Lights, and that was like back in 2015, when I was actually starting to watch IndyCar on like a somewhat regular basis, because I'd watch IndyCar stuff in the early 2010s, but I didn't start watching it properly till like 2015. And that's why I got a small look at what that is. My dad almost won $150 on, but oh my, you know what? And that's a fair bet because Bubba has a good track record at Kansas. So that's actually a pretty good bet. It sucks that what infuriates me is just how it happened. Like, I don't think, because just thinking back at Indy, I don't think Kyle Larson would have done that. Despite the history that him and Bubba have, I don't think Larson would have tried to do that at Indy if he got close enough. To see Denny do that to his own car, no less, it just infuriates me. Especially since I've, like, grown to like Denny a lot more throughout the 2020s. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because of like, his takes and whatnot, but, like, it infuriates me that he did that. It's not even the fact that he did that. The fact that he did that and it didn't work. Like, Chase Elliott just snuck by on the inside. Like, I haven't hated Chase Elliott as much as I used to, but it's still infuriating that he won of all people. Especially when Bubba Wallace needs to get a decent amount of points over Joey Logano. And I don't even know what the next race is. I forgot the schedule. I swear if it's Talladega, I'm going to lose it. Because even though Bubba has a I broke a tire. Even though Bubba has a decent record at the plate tracks, at the end of the day, they're still plate tracks, so anything could happen. Really wanted Bubba to go over and beat Denny Zap. Imagine that'd be interesting to see him beat up his own boss. That'd be something to see. Wait, what is this? That's a night. I've never seen that before. I'm not familiar with this design. I don't remember. I don't know what Tim Hall's Jurassic Attack looks like. I've never seen the blue there before. No, not. Wait. Let me see. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I never gotten a good look at Tim Hall's Jurassic Attack. This is pretty cool. I love blue. It really works. Okay, let's see if I can find a different one as I go through. It's the Roval. Next. Oh, you'll be there as well? That's pretty cool. So it is the... Okay, so I was right on my predictions. Like if... Okay, so I actually wasn't far off with the whole Shane theory I had. Where I thought if Shane was competent enough in round 1, he could just go to the round of 8 if nothing stupid happened to the Roval. So that went out the window immediately. And it really sucks that Bubba is that far out. I don't know. It really sucks. I lost track of the Jurassic. I gotta look over which one. By the way, the earliest... Okay, well, this is the earliest version of Jurassic Attack. Back when it was owned by Don Frankish, who was a Canadian monster truck driver. Yeah, Canadian driver. In 2007 is the earliest one I could get of the Werewolf NB mod stuff. It's actually like... Jurassic Attack's actually been around since like 2000 or so, but the design is pretty much the same as 2000 as this. This design pretty much remained unchanged for the first 8 years. Pretty cool. Okay. To gain 1 point on cutoff, yeah, that's... Oh man, I couldn't... I was infuriated when Bubba said that because it's like, my goodness, that's not... You didn't gain much, man. 1 point... And it's the Roval, and given that Bubba... I mean, Bubba has been better at road courses, thankfully. But it's still... It's still kind of... It still feels like a no-win situation, because at the end of the day, it's like... Sure, Bubba's improved, but I still feel uncomfortable with him having a... Oh, jeez, I messed up. I still feel uncomfortable with him having a... gain 26 points on Logano. Like, he better hope Logano gets sent in a turn 1 hard. Like, hard enough that the car just cannot continue. That's his best hope. And that Bubba... Oh, and that Bubba can, like, get as many stage points as possible. As he possibly could, given his road course experience. So I'm infuriated, kind of. Like, it's hard to... I don't know how to feel. As for NASCAR, oh boy. I really hope I could go to the NASCAR race at some point. I don't know when I can. Because even with the NASCAR Canada Series, like, I have to mention this without going details about family and stuff, but we don't really, like... It's not... Well, not that we wouldn't go to that kind of event. It's not that we wouldn't go to that kind of event. It's just that it has to be local. It just, like, with us, it just has to be local. So, like, tracks like Autodrome Montmagny, I think it was called. And, what was it? Circuit iCar, which they're actually not far off. It's like 30, 40 minutes, but we still a kind of thing. Like, the Monster Spectacular in 2023, it was in Montreal's Olympic Stadium. So we could just use, like, I think my mom and I went to that event. It was like we used us, and like our metro system, connects to the Montreal Canadiens arena. Metro station that's right next to the Olympic Stadium where the event was held. Like, it's just, it works. You live in Canada. Well, yeah, but there's still plenty of places to... Still plenty of, like, events to go to. And actually, wait, if you're talking financially, then yeah, because Canada's weird with some of their stuff. But at least when I don't know. At least when things go up, like salary goes up with it. So we don't lag too far behind. Though things just feel weird when it comes to Canada and cars, because I found out recently Canada is really trying to push electric cars. The fact they're basically really pushing for the car manufacturers to make electric cars. That explains why like every car company does it now. Or at least where I am. Because Canada apparently... I gotta read the article again, but apparently Canada put some sort of mandate on like the amount of sales they have to make on electric cars. And now there's talk about Chinese cars going here and there's tariffs on that. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Just like, if you want, I don't know. If the point is for like, I don't know. I don't know what the goal is. Have you been to a Canadian series race? I actually haven't. And that's actually a big missed opportunity because they used to. They used to race in Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. If we stick with my whole thing of it has to be local. The best bet was Autodrome Saint Eustache or Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. They used to race at Gilles Villeneuve. Like if you try to find a Canadian Tire Series race 2008, I think 2008, 2009, you should be able to find one. Pretty cool to watch. It's a bit rough to look at, but you can find a funny looking tumble. You can find a funny looking flip. It's the weirdest flip ever. It's similar. It's kind of like a car. One of the cars in like turn in the first corner hit a tire barrier, and it flipped the car over. Because the kind of series cars are so weird. Their contact makes no sense. It just wants to flip. Like the car just wants to flip. Also, I don't think that nice family road trip would be bad, but I don't know your fam. No, they're fine with road trips. They're fine. Like, I've had a few, like, just this year. I just don't like to think fondly of them, because the last two times, I gotta think about this. The last two times, I had a horrible tooth pain. This is around New Year's. I had a really bad tooth pain on New Year's Day. And then the second trip, I was sick. I was sick beyond belief. Or actually, no. It started off like a somewhat sniffles. This is during like WrestleMania weekend. I was able to watch like Netflix from wherever we were. So I was just watching WrestleMania on Netflix. I'm watching WrestleMania Night 2, trying to see like John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Having my McDonald's. But, like, I can't enjoy it because it got worse. So, like, because I know you don't watch much wrestling, and everyone hated the end of WrestleMania this year. But it's like, I was just kind of out of it. Like, I thought, like, that was an anticlimactic ending. But I was too busy being sick to be mad at anything. And then Monday morning, I'm just, oh, jeez. Like, I'm fine with family road trips, just the last two are bad. The last two just bad from my perspective. So, yeah, family road trip to an event, that would be pretty cool. And again, St. Eustache isn't far. If Canada Series will go back there, they'd probably be fine with it. They'd probably be fine just going out, like, for a whole day. Just to watch cars go around. I don't know how many cars would be at that event. There tends to be more cars in Quebec and Ontario. So maybe there could have been 20 or so, but I don't know. It's in a weird state because... Oh, how did it break like that? The Canada Series is in a really weird state when it comes to this stuff. And where is my? Jeez, I dropped something. Yeah, Canada Series in a weird state, as you could tell, because I know you like saw a few of the races. Autodrome Chaudière race was interesting. I don't think they showed a replay for Andrew Ranger somehow getting over the embankment. I don't know, like how. Well, which, by the way, the CASCAR finale is coming up soon. I finished the recording. If you saw, I wonder how many of you guys saw the CASCAR Race 11 I did, the second to last race of this season, and seeing how many contenders there were. Oh yeah, that surprised me myself because the thing is, I record those things like, I record the races like I record like 2-3 races in a day, and then I'll edit them out and like put commentary over it. So like as I'm doing these races and as I'm like somewhat reacting to them, but I didn't add commentary. But like, as I'm just watching these races happen and as I'm recording the footage, I'm just going into it basically blind, not knowing what the points are. So like I'm just seeing all this madness. I'm just taking note of, okay, this guy hit the wall a certain way. Yeah, he's hurt. So, like, how Kennington hit the wall, like, he's out for a race. All that. Which was a pretty unique approach because beforehand, they just have a microphone and, like, just commentate over whatever is happening at the time. Okay, let's switch up. Lucas Oil Crusader. Let's try the first version. Actually, let's switch to the freestyle bit so we can do more. So if where is it? Freestyle, here we go. So yeah, seeing how the races panned out. So basically, and the thing is, I recorded the finale just recently. The other CASCAR races I did like a month ago at this point. The thing is, it's because for the finale, I actually wanted to make sure I highlighted certain cars out on the track. I highlighted the championship contenders out on track. That's why I waited to record the finale. I tried to make sure to actually finish, like posting, like uploading the first 11 races, and then I record the finale accordingly. So when I'm done with like doing the points for race 11, I'm just baffled to see like there's like 9 guys mathematically still in it, which is crazy. Which, by the way, how fitting Marc-Antoine Camirand is up front in points, given how the season ended this year. I don't know how to feel about Camirand just dominating. Especially since his first championship was 2022. Like, beforehand, he wasn't really that good. And by the way, Kevin Lacroix just having a whimper this year. His only win was because Camirand got penalized for pushing him out the way a bit. I don't know. I think the Canada Series guys got scared that the rivalry was going to go overboard. Maybe that's why. Like, if you find... I forgot which track. It's either Edmonton or one of the races that had 11 cars. 10 or 11 cars. But Camirand pushes Lacroix in the final... Like, he just pushes him out the way a bit in the final corner. It's kind of like what we saw with Hamlin and Bubba, except, like, all the way on the inside. Like, they didn't even put... Like, Camirand didn't even push him up into the wall. He pushed him a couple, like, inches out the way. And then NASCAR penalized him. Penalized Camirand and gave the win to Lacroix. And that was Lacroix's only win. 11 cars. Yeah, 11 cars. I have to mention this right quick. It has to do with the budget of the Canada Series, because at the end of the day, these cars cost a bit, but the races, they're not really... The races don't... I'll put it like this. The Canada Series cars, they cost a lot, but the races aren't generating money. And that is a problem, especially like, and what makes matters worse, like these guys got to travel across the country. And the thing is, there's only like 6 or 7 guys running full time. And it's like, why should they travel all the way? Why should they travel all the way over, you know? And I think about it, it's not like Canada and the West has a weak racing scene. It's more like, I wish what Austin Agonoski made. He had a live stream where he talked about this, but like, it's like, I don't know. Out west, they don't really have. It's not like they have that much. It's not like the guys out west have that money to spend on the Canada series. Like, I don't know. Like, these guys have to travel, but they don't have Cup Series money. I'll just put it like that. They don't even have. Actually, they don't even have ARCA money. Like, it's just. Yeah, so because of that, there's only like there was a race in Edmonton, Alberta, and one in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Which, if I looked at the map recently to see what state was under what province. So I think, I don't know, Saskatchewan's right above North Dakota. I might be mixing them up, but like whatever states out west that are right at the Canadian border, like, I don't know, just around that area. So they have to go from Quebec all the way to Alberta. I don't think they went to... Did they go to BC this year? I don't remember. Which, by the way, BC is above the Washington state, if you're wondering. It's like, yeah, Canada is just... They're just not making that much money to, like... For it to really be worth it, from what I've seen. Which, by the way, Ryan Vargas was in every race until the finale. I don't know why he wasn't at the finale this year. Vargas did all right. I mean, he sort of had a few fumbles, but it could have been worse. Could have been a lot. Oh, jeez. These trucks, man, and their wheelies are weird. Gosh darn it. Could have been a lot. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse for Vargas. Pretty cool. Like, it was still pretty cool to see him come up north. I mean, you know, extra full-time guy, because there just isn't much to begin with. Like, there's still like regular, there's still like the Canada Series regulars, if you want to call them that. Like the Clue family, or Clut, as some of you guys put it as. They say as Clue, because I guess Quebec or Ontario, like, I don't know, Canada's unique with some names. But, yeah, I think Gary Clue's the main guy who races. Peter, I think Peter's his dad. Ryan is Gary's brother. Which, by the way, Gary Clue was in NASCAR Heat Evolution. I think he was, if there's like a 59 in that game, there was a 59 car in one of the Heat games, and that was Gary Clue. I only know that from seeing gameplay because I didn't get any of the Heat games. And Lucas Oil Crusader. The thing that Lucas Oil was just, for a while, was not in NASCAR. They're just with Monster Jam. They're sponsoring this truck. This was a Feld Motorsports. By the way, Feld Entertainment owns Monster Jam. So that's why, like, people say Feld trucks. They refer to trucks owned by Monster Jam. Or sponsored trucks. Or, yeah, this is basically a sponsored truck. Nice. Oh, wow. I'm doing great. America's what? Wait a minute. America's home for racing. Fair enough. Let's see if I can cross thread. Oh, my gosh. Okay. What the... What? This truck's weird. This truck's weird. Oh, my gosh. This truck's weird. Let's try this. Okay. No, I broke something. I feel the drag. Yep. There goes the drive shaft. Okay. I'll still run it. Oh boy, what else do I talk about? This Canada series, actually, I gotta do, okay, final thing on Canada series. So it's fun. I don't think the schedule's out yet, but oh my gosh. I don't know what to expect for next year. I hope there's more guys who could run. I really do, but Canada and how they are about cars is just in such a weird state. Like, I'm not sure. I don't know how it is in the US, but I just know Canada was really pushing for electric cars, and it's just not working as of late. Like, Nissan's having a lot of issues. Tesla, for obvious reasons, is having issues. People are fed up with it, and I'm not even talking about like just taking Elon Musk and his political stuff out of the equation. Tesla's just having a rough time just from like the Cybertruck alone is the explanation on that. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, jeez, I messed up. Uh-oh. Wait. Okay. I'm not sure where to go. I gotta try a backflip at some point. Nice! I lost the flag. Why is it... Oh, I don't like scrapes like that. By the way, there are... Oh, boy. So if you have any other questions, I'm not sure what else to talk about, but like, if you have any other questions... And... Why did it bounce like that? What the what? If you have any other questions, just let me know. But for now, I'll try and just chit-chat about... Oh, my goodness. I didn't think I could do that. No, I got stuck. I have to go. So bye. Oh, yeah, that's fair. It's pretty late. So, yeah. Let's see. And to try... Oh, come on. This stinking thing. Might as well talk about... What else is there? There isn't much else to talk about. I guess... So... Tesla Super Series race came out today. I'm fed up with how the audio mixing went. I don't know how it came out like that. For some reason, the audio... The NASCAR Heat music was too loud. Gosh darn, I need to look at my systems again. I don't know how the audio mixing was that bad. It was fine post-race, but pre-race it was like... Could not hear my voice. It should be better for the Walt Disney race and... Fix it. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm good. Oh, no. Nope. That was bad. Oh. And here we... Oh, I didn't think that'd work. Wow, that was bad. Alright, yeah, pretty much a long night already, so... Oh, boy. Probably do... Let's see if I could try one more truck before I end it. I mean, pretty much what I had to say about the race. Probably close I get to a review. Unless I feel like going in-depth with it during the week. Just pretty much the Kansas review, but with rigs of rides in the background. So... Whoa. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'll try one more. Oh, jeez. I don't know what that yawn is about. I'm not even that tired. Try one more truck and then end this, because... Let's try Avenger. Why not? Oh, actually... Escalade. Was there under... Let's try a debut version. Was there... I'm trying to remember if there was Underglow. If not, I'll just still run with it, because why not? Where's the dang truck? Or not the, sorry, not the truck. I'm just trying to find something else. Um. Gosh darn it. Was it? I'm trying to find some. Ain't working at the moment. Maybe. Here we go. Okay. If I could get the dang. I gotta find. There. Wait. Here we go. Okay. Does it end with this? I don't know. Wait, is there underglow? It's the first iteration, so I doubt. I pressed the button for lights. Yeah, there isn't. There isn't. That's fair. Still a unique roll cage. Cause usually they just keep it black. Nice. Ooh, oh. Oh yeah, that'd be a rough ending. I'm going wrong. Yeah, I was steering the wrong way. That's why it went wrong. Uh-oh. Go. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that was a crazy tumble. Oh my goodness. Oh my, that was insane. Let's go again. Something like oh boy. Nope, didn't work this time. Alright, so honestly, I might have to wrap it up here because it's just getting exhausted, and it's actually going to be a pretty busy week for me. So, probably won't be able to... Oh, backflip! Nice! Couldn't really get a wheel stand out of it. Steering's busted in the back, so now it's just crooked. Crab walking. Oh, that's a hard landing. Well, nice ending there. I was gonna reveal something in this, but honestly, it's kind of late to do that, so I'll just end it at that. So, yeah, thank you guys for checking this one out. Yeah, see ya.